Welcome to our first Facebook Live edition of Ask the Butcher. My name's Tim. I'm the Director of Operations over here at Primal. We're just going to cover a few things that we get a lot of questions about during the holiday season. Probably the most often asked is, what do I order? What do I get for the holidays? Tenderloin roast and prime rib are definitely the two top orders that we get. They're both beef roasts. If you're not into beef, we also do pork crown roast, boneless pork roast as well. If you ask me, probably the thing you should really want to know is meat quality. How do I know it's really good? Grade is what you really want to focus on. So USDA grades in three ways: select being the lowest grade, choice being the middle grade, and prime being the highest grade. So what your grade is based on is marbling, and that is an interconnected fat that kind of looks like a spider web inside the meat. That's what really gives you that great flavor and that really good tenderness. So here at Primal, we only do choice and prime, which are again the two top grades. We don't really do much select, but it is out there. If you do like a little bit leaner, it can be something that can be gotten for you. So as far as the prime rib goes, I mentioned before that was one of our most popular asked for items. I have next to me, which I'm going to show you, is a bone-in, but there's also boneless versions as well. It's another good question is, what do I get, boneless or do I get bone-in? So me personally, I like bone-in. I feel like it provides a little extra flavor when you cook. But some people like to just go with the boneless. You don't have to go really either way. It just depends on what you like. So I'm going to show you a few steps in a process we call a BRT, which stands for bones rolled and tied. And that is something we do as a service for you to make a bone-in roast a little bit easier to deal with and cook with at home. The first thing I have here is kind of a standard prime rib roast. This is with the bones attached. This is a rib cut roast, and this is a 3-bone. So when we do the BRT, what we do is we cut these bones off, and then we tie them back into place. So here's kind of a visual of those bones being removed, and then tied back into place. So the reason that we do that for you is we can allow you to cook with the bones and give you the flavor, and then once it's done cooking, you just cut the strings, remove the bones, and carve it up just like a boneless. So it's very easy for you, plus it gives you the option of that extra flavor with the bones. So how do I cook this, right? Easiest way to do it, in my opinion, there's a million ways you can do it. The internet's got all those recipes, but the way I like to do it is I set my oven to 500 degrees, I put that baby in there for 20 minutes, turn it down to 325, and you're going to go 12 to 15 minutes a pound. Two things I failed to mention. One is you want to leave that at room temperature at least an hour minimum before you put it in your oven. And when you take it out, you want to leave it about 20 to 25 minutes before you slice it. So if you have any questions, you could either hit us up right on Facebook, call the store, or come on in. So happy holidays to everybody. Again, my name's Tim, and we hope to see you out there.